here. Is it so?
Yes, I'm from Apex NC, and thank you so much for having me here. Yeah.
So let me introduce a little bit about your things.
Sure.
Preethi is a certified yoga teacher specialized in teaching Hatha Yoga and Vinyasa styles of yoga. And she is the founder of Chakra Flex and Fit,
Yes.
a yoga fitness studio. Her classes focuses on both the breathing and connecting to mind and body techniques. Asanas, which you teach, approves flexibility and strength. Pranayam and meditations are your focus things, isn't it?
Yes.
Your dream is to, like Preethi's dream is to, prioritize the health and being healthy through yoga and fitness. So
Yes.
once again, welcome to Unfiltered Gup-shup.
Thank
And
you.
Thank you for agreeing for this interview.
Thank you so much, Aditi. It's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, thanks. So I have lots of questions about yoga, and the audience also might be having lots of questions.
Sure.
So would like to ask you that can you share your journey into yoga and how it has shaped you in your life?
Sure. So always been into fitness. Like I'm a very active person. So I used to go to like gyms, do a lot of group fitness. I used to do Zumba, kickboxing,
Awesome.
boot camp, everything for the past around 10 to 12 years. And so I found a yoga class there, which I take every once a week, and instantly fell in love with it. So I found out that okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to teach. So I took the step from there, analyzed like what I could do, what is good for myself, how yoga can help me, and that's where the journey started. I started to take a certification. I researched a lot around, and I took an online certification, studied a lot, did different types of yoga, attended a lot of workshops right from here and from India as well. And then
Can you mention some styles?
yes, so the style of yoga which I got certified is called Vinyasa. So Vinyasa is like a little fast-paced yoga where you move along with your breath. So you're in one pose for one breath, the other pose you take it in the next breath.
Okay.
Yeah. So I also teach a lot of Hatha for beginners. Hatha yoga is something where you stay in a pose for a longer time.
Okay.
So you understand the alignment, you strengthen your body with that.
Okay.
You balance your body more with Hatha style of yoga.
Okay, that's
Yes.
awesome. I never knew about it.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
what advice would you give someone who is just starting their practices?
Yes, I would say take it slow. If you are starting your yoga practice, take it really slow. Never skip the warm up, always warm up. So, when you warm up your body, all your muscles, your joints get loosened, and then you start your practice. It makes you fall in love with yoga and fall in love with your body. So, never skip the warm up, like for neck, shoulders, your hips, your knees, your leg. Even if you do like a 10 to 15 minutes of yoga practice every day, I would say do a warm up for 2 to 3 minutes. So that is one thing I would like to say. And the second thing, when you start practicing yoga asanas or yoga poses, so take it slow. Focus on 6 to 8 poses and begin with them. Take it for a week or two. See how comfortable you are with them, and then start to include more. Yeah.
So, what do you think the easy asanas are for the beginners?
Yes, you can start with sun salutation. There are so many modifications which is accessible for everyone to do sun salutation. You can do that, and you can do cat cow poses. So that is good for your spine. It's good for your chest. Then you can do bridge pose. It's called Sedu Bandhasan. It is very good for your knees. It's very good to open your chest. And one of the best postures I would say to start with is Tadasan or mountain pose.
Okay.
Yes. So it's actually just standing straight, but when you start doing that, you'll find that your body is balanced. So oftentimes when we stand straight, we feel that our weight is shifted to either side of the body, right?
Yes.
So when you practice Tadasan more, it gives you a balance between both sides of your body. So that will help you to avoid a lot of problems like in your legs, in your knees, and all that.
Yeah, nice information you're giving us, and
Thank you.
maybe the audience will be also getting all this information. And
Sure.
My question was that how do you incorporate yoga and meditation? How it
Yes.
goes side by side?
Definitely. So, yoga is not just physical asanas. So, a lot of people think that yoga is only physical asanas or poses. So, for some people, yoga is just meditation, just mindfulness, just breath work. So, there are a lot of people who come to yoga just to increase their lung capacity, improve their breathing, and meditation is one of the best way to do that. There are a lot of types of meditation you can do, but initially you cannot just sit calm, close your eyes, just shut off the world, right? So there are a lot of ways you can get into meditation. There are guided meditation, and you can just listen to some good music, calm down, dim the lights, right? So you can also, like, before going to sleep, you can just lie down, think about some good things that happen throughout the day. So that is also a meditation. So when you start doing all this daily, finally you will come to a point where you can sit with your crossed legs down or on a chair, close your eyes and feel the calm.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
So, what do you think that the common misconceptions about yoga? Like, do you encounter any of them?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, what is it about?
One of the main misconception that I've always heard is like, I'm not flexible enough to do yoga. So yes, you might not be, but once you start the practice, along the way after 2 weeks, so you will not know anything in a day. So you start practicing whichever is suitable for you, whichever is comfortable for you, and you will know in 2 weeks or at least a month that it has brought some kind of change, not only to your body but also to your mind. So that is one misconception that I have heard a lot. Yes.
If our weight is too much, we think that okay, we will be not able to bend.
Exactly,
And,
yes. So
yeah.
there is always modifications. So not only me, lot of yoga teachers provide modifications. They use props.
Belts, I have seen them using belts
exactly,
and everything.
right.
Yeah.
So the style of yoga which I learned uses props. So it is called Iyengar style. So we use blocks, we use straps, we even use wall.
Oh,
And
yes.
chairs.
Yes.
So take whichever is comfortable with you, so your teachers can guide you, or you can assess yourself and see which makes you more into coming into the yoga.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. So, what do you think that yoga can relieve the stress? The world is full of stress now.
Right?
Yeah.
Very true.
I was stressed out
completely-
before the interview.
Yeah, I think that is like a natural part of everyone. We cannot avoid that, but there are ways you can manage them. So breathing techniques is one of the best way to manage stress. There are a lot of breath work. Not only pranayama is something called. So what in yoga, pranayama is used for assessing our breath and increasing our lung capacity and improve like flow of energy in our body. So there are a lot of pranayamas which relaxes our mind, like the humming bee's breath. And one more thing is just lying down calm in your bed. And there is one more yoga asana called Viparita Karni, where you have your legs up in the wall.
Okay.
So that is actually makes you much more relaxed.
Okay.
And there are some mudras we call hand gestures which we use in our class during meditation. So when you combine them, it reduces the anxiety, it increases more energy flow within your body and your mind.
Nice.
Yes.
So, how it is like interrelated to mental health? It relieves the mental health, improves the mental
Yes.
health. The yoga.
Of course,
Yeah.
yes. But again, not in a day. You need to keep practicing for a while to understand the benefits of it. So, the benefit, the mental health, everything is different for each person. But it will definitely help you after a while of practice.
So, how can you emphasize little more about the breathing techniques in the yoga?
Sure, yes.
Yeah.
So, even in my class throughout, because when we focus on the physical body, our mind comes off the breath. So, we need to keep cueing like inhale, exhale. So, also when we start a yoga practice or end a yoga practice, take some time to do some kind of breathing. So, when you inhale, you expand your abdomen. When you exhale, you contract your abdomen. So, understanding the correct way of inhalation, exhalation improves your breathing. So, also once you start practicing this more, you will start to notice that you are using these breathing techniques off the mat also. Like when you're cooking, when you're doing some work in your desk, even when you're driving. So there are some breathing techniques where which you can use it during all these other activities also.
So
Yes.
yes, what do you think? It is very important to follow the yoga breathing techniques all the time, or there should be any relaxation, or what kind?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think?
Not all the time. Just like when you feel you need to take a break from your work, just calm down, sit wherever you are, close your eyes, take some few deep breathing. Just deep breathing, count to four, like count again back to four, inhale, exhale. And if you feel that by like before you go to sleep, so that is one of the best time to do some breath work. And when you wake up, that is also one of the best time to do some breath work on your empty stomach. So
Like Kapalbhati?
yes, so you start with Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati is very heat generating. So if you need energy throughout the day, you can do Kapalbhati, you can do Bastrika. If you need more relaxation, you can do Brahmari. It's called humming bees breath, and alternate nostril breathing or Nadi Shodhana
Yeah.
is one of the best breathing techniques anybody can do.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what inspired you to become a yoga teacher, and how you are always motivated to teach and to practice also? What advice will you give the beginners that how they should be motivated? One day,
Yes.
yoga, and on second day, if they are not able to do, what do you suggest for them?
Yeah, that happens, right? So, what I would suggest is it always like life happens. We have some time where we have to take break from our yoga or any fitness activities that we do. But if at all you take a break, always come back. So, if you take a break for 2 to 3 days, always come back on the mat or come back to your fitness routine in 3 to 4 days. So, do not go without doing this for more than like 2 weeks. And once you do this, it will become like a daily habit. It will become like a routine. So that is one thing. And one more thing, if you cannot do it alone from your home, join a gym, join a yoga studio, join a group class where you get motivated doing along with other students. So that keeps you
Yeah.
more motivated and more
Once-
committed.
Once the fees is paid to the yoga teacher, you will
Exactly.
be motivated.
Right, yeah. So it's like you have to be there. That have to will turn into, okay, I want to go there.
Yeah.
So that point will come at some point of the time.
So yes, have you seen any kind of transformation doing yoga? Any student who has done miraculously
Yes.
good, or any inspiration has given any inspiration to the class, something like that? Can you mention some incidents?
Sure. I have encountered a lot. So I have few students who've been practicing for almost 8 months to 1 year now. So just last week, one of my students, she said like she was invited to a spiritual puja in a friend's place, and this is the first time she was able to sit down on the floor for almost 2 to 2.5 hours, and she didn't feel a thing when she got up. So that's how we will not know how it helps us. And there are a few friends who were like absolute beginners to yoga. So they came here, they felt that their body is more relaxed and more flexible. They're able to do their day to day activities much more easier than before. And a few of my students mentioned that breath work helped them a lot to feel more energized throughout the day. Yeah.
So, what nutrition or the food you will suggest to the yoga practitioner?
Yeah, sure. So personally, I do a sustainable diet. So sustainable diet is like do not skip any meals, add more vegetables, add more fruits, eat home cooked food, eat once in a while, eat outside definitely because we are all foodies. So just keep that in mind. And if you are going to eat outside anytime, have it with full heart. So by you have to develop a very positive association with food. So that is what I would suggest. So once you have a positive association food, even if you eat anything outside, you always come back and sustain the home cooked diet or sustainable diet throughout after that. So this will change your lifestyle. It will give you better sleep, better energy throughout the day, and a lot more to do, which you will be surprised.
Okay, so do you think like how it is interconnected with the holistic lifestyle and yoga?
Yes, definitely. It is interconnected in the sense like it calms your mind, it calms your body, and you feel much more relaxed. As again, like breath work, meditation. So it should become an integral part of your life rather than we have to take time to do that. So yes.
So, if you want to talk about your school, about your yoga studio,
Sure.
let the audience know about
Okay.
it, and let them know about
Oh,
your
sure.
studio.
Yeah, thank you. So I founded Chakra Flex and Fit. So we started it as a small group in person in my home studio in Apex. So I still have a few batches. I do the beginner and the intermediate batch over the weekends. So I have a lot of students who absolutely started beginners and now they have moved to the intermediate level. We use a lot of props, blocks to start your yoga journey, and eventually when once you know your body, once you know your alignment, you can take those props off. So typical class of mine will start with lot of warm-ups, sun salutation, some yoga asanas. So each class will concentrate on either like heart opening, hip opening, something for our shoulders. One day we will do for our wrist, even for our wrist, for our legs. So we'll concentrate on either different parts of the body or different asanas. We will take one asana like a back bend and do all the warm ups and flow towards those asanas. And then after the asanas, we definitely do pranayama. We do at least one breath work each day, each class, and end up with meditation using mudras.
Yeah.
And the main, most important thing is the relaxation. So we call that savasana.
Shavasana, I like that most.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
can
heard. Exactly. So that is very important because you have put your mind and body through a lot during the 1 hour.
Yeah.
So you need to relax them to reset your body for the entire day.
Yeah.
And monthly once we do an extended pranayam like 20 minutes of yoga and 20 to 30 minutes of breath work and guided meditations. And I do offer online classes also in the mornings. It's open to everyone, all the levels, and all the modifications will be provided for you.
Yes, and audience, all the links, descriptions, everything will be given in the description link below the video. So you can reach out to Preethi anytime whenever you are ready for yoga classes, and her yoga studio is open for everyone.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Preethi, for
Thank you.
coming to the Unfiltered Gup-shup.
Thank you, Aditi. It was a
Talk
pleasure
show.
meeting you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.